A woman is crashing out online because she just discovered her husband had an affair with her cousin. If that wasn't bad enough, she gave him her entire 401k so that he could pay his backed up child support.
I blame you because you're a part of me. I blame you because you live in here. I blame you because you've gone through all kind of shit and we've shared so many things. And for you to be doing this to me, who has never done anything like this to you, who would never, ever, ever do anything like this to you. Ever. Anybody. I don't do this kind of stuff.
Precious.
I thought you loved me. I thought you cared about me. I thought you wanted the best for me. Why is this happening to me? What did I do? Why do I deserve this from you?
You don't. You don't.
So then why? Why? Why me? Why is this me? Why am I here? Why am I here having this conversation with you?
Men in general are not worth believing in. Ain't no way you empty out your 401k to help him pay back his child support. And then your husband, this man, is cheating on you with your first cousin that called you best friend. Ain't no way. Men in general are not worth believing in. You should never have so much faith in a man. I don't care if it's your husband or your son, your uncle, anyone. You should never have faith in a man to where it, relies on your pockets. Now, it's one thing if y'all working and, he loses his job and he falls a hard time. Yeah, maybe, pitch in a little bit more because he lost his job. But he should be doing everything he can to get back on his feet. But child support? His child support? Oh, no, man. Using your 401k to help him pay back his child support. And now you have nothing left? Yeah, this is crash out territory. Listen to me. This is crash out territory.
Your husband was having an emotional and physical affair with your cousin, and you thought it was a good idea to set up your camera and be on the phone crying big tears to cousin Faith, the perpetrator. And Faith ain't had nothing to say. You talking about, why me? Why me? And Faith just like, girl. And you emptied out your 401k to give to a man to pay his back child support for his kids, but he put himself first. He emptied out your bank account and left you and your kids with nothing. Child, this is so far from a laughing matter, but I find it so hard to feel bad. Like, I don't know, I just can't bring myself to feel bad for stupidity. Why would you empty out your 401k? Why would you get with a man who has back child support? Why would you get with a man who on child support at all? Because you're not about to dip in my pocket for nobody else. I'm so sorry. And them type of women be the same ones looking down on other women that accept money and gifts from men. Look, if you're not the gold digger, likely the man you're with is the gold digger.
So that lady who was on here crying about how she gave her 401k to her husband to pay back child support and he was cheating on her with her first cousin, it's prime example of why you should always choose yourself. Do you see how he was okay with her using her resources, using her finances, kind of putting herself in a very shitty situation to help him out of his situation? That's a prime example of how men always choose themselves. So ladies, you don't have to experience this first-handedly to take some lessons that she should have learned, and now she has to learn the hard way. You can apply these lessons to your life moving forward. Always choose yourself. Never give a man your money. Never tap into your savings to give to another person. It doesn't even have to be a man. Always prioritize yourself, your well-being, and your mental health. Another lesson that could be learned is if he had back child support and he's not taking care of his current kids, what makes you think that when you step into that life with him that he's going to take care of you, take care of your kids, and prioritize y'all's life together? He was a big walking red flag, because a man that is not taking care of his children, his responsibility, is not a man you want to be near. And And to that woman, if you haven't done already, make sure you're separating finances. Go talk to a financial advisor, and then go talk to an attorney if you haven't already started the divorce process. See what you're entitled to. I'm not sure if you're even able to recoup some of that money back, but go talk to the experts in that area. They may give you an idea or help you navigate the situation. Next, they're saying that he left you with 2 kids. That may be considered child abandonment. I'm not sure where you live, but go ahead and talk to your lawyer. Can I file a report for child abandonment against this man? Because he left you with those kids clearly, and I don't think, based on the situation, that he's planning to come back, but an attorney should be able to help you with that. And lastly, you're dealing with a lot emotionally, and I hope you have a strong support system in place, but I would consider going to therapy for the situation and just building your community and moving forward, learning from this very hard lesson that you've had to learn. And I wish you all the best in the future, and I hope you keep your head up.
Extremely transparent. I'm not too bit shocked about the lady that sat up here and pretty much cleared her 401k to pay her husband's back due child support, and now he's cheating on her. Cheating on her with her cousin. I've heard multitude of stories. I actually know some person, God bless the dead, that did that. Came up on some money, paid off her boyfriend, at the time boyfriend's back due child support, got engaged, and when it was all said and done, the man up and left. This happens very often. So when people are like, oh, I'm so shocked, I'm so surprised, I'm not. You'll be surprised how many desperate women do the most irrational things behind men. Because there's no way I'm paying back paid child support. There's no way. I can't be that desperate. I'm sorry. This just can't be.
They say ain't nothing new under the sun. Giving somebody your 401k is pretty new to me. I'm stuck on that because you were focused. I mean, you were stacking up that 401k and you just gave it all away. What does a man do or say to infiltrate your brain for you to do that? And then it's like this economy, not just the economy, but this system, the way it's designed to keep you stuck in a cycle. You don't want financial freedom. You don't want to retire, because that's more important to me than, but everybody got different importance to them. So, girl, I know nobody's perfect, but that's your 401k.
I blame you because you're a part of me. I blame you because you live in here. I blame you because you've gone through all kind of shit. And we've shared so many things. And for you to be doing this to me, who has never done anything like this to you.
So, for the ones that are wondering what's going on, why she upset, she married a nothing ass dude. And a lot of y'all gonna hate me for this video, but I'm just stating out the obvious. Now, this woman gave her 401k to her husband, the whole entire 401k to her husband, to pay off his child support debt. Let me say that again. His child support debt that she had nothing to do with. Not only that, he was cheating on her with her first cousin. Her first cousin. This is her husband we talking about. Now, don't get me wrong. The were wrong. Dead wrong. If I were her, I would be trying to put my foot so far up his, I'm telling you. But anyway, you knew that he was a nothing when you got with him. Off the simple fact that he was already behind on child support. That's one red flag. Your intuition never lied to you. It was signs always there that he was a nothing ass dude. You ignored those signs because you loved somebody that didn't really love you. And it seemed like he only married you so you can pay off his child support so he can be debt free. And a lot of y'all women got to realize he doing what a nothing ass dude would normally do. So we can blame him, but we can't blame him because that's what bums do. I'm pretty sure that he was doing way worse than this. I'm not going to say way worse, but I'm pretty sure that he was doing way more than this. Stop putting yourself in situations that you don't have to be in. Y'all be having plenty of time to get them situations. I'm a firm believer of making things work, working things out. But if you know that that man ain't no good, let him go. Just let him go. Stop holding on to something that's for everybody. And you way different than me. I would have been put this nigga name out, my cousin name out that he cheated with, they would have been famous way before I've been famous on the internet. I fight fire with fire. Y'all women be too damn nice. You on the internet crying, he over there having field day with your money and your damn cousin. You better get off the internet and go make both of them suffer.
Maybe I'm bad vibes because I feel like the sympathy is capped for that woman that emptied out her 401k for a deadbeat father. And then he ended up cheating on her with the cousin, but you emptied out your pension for a man. And she emptied out the pension for him to pay child support he owed. Why would you even be with a man that isn't looking after his previous kids before you married? And you're crying on TikTok asking for bread. I just need some money he left me for my cousin. Tell the job centre. Tell someone that gives an F. Do you know what I mean?
Is there not enough men in the world for you to find your own? I say this because I just got through watching with two videos. One was the girl whose boyfriend is cheating with her cousin, that she drained her entire 401k to give it to him so he could pay his back child support. Then I just watched a video of a girl who has PCOS and just found out that her boyfriend of 5 years is cheating with her sister because of bacterial vaginosis, right? Like after her period, her hormone changes and she gets BV. And then all of a sudden her sister out the blue just started getting BV. And every time she would get it, her sister would get it. So the common denominator was the boyfriend who was sleeping with both of them unprotected. She found this out because her sister left the cell phone on the counter at a cookout, and she just happened to go through the text message to see that they were each other, right? So again, I posed the question, is there not enough men in the world for you to find your own? Like, men are always talking about the loneliness epidemic that they're experiencing. I mean, they're foaming at the mouth waiting for women to come their way. And then what be so crazy is you see the man and your family member together, and that makes you want him for some reason, knowing all the while that 90% of the time it's that woman that's behind him that's making him look as good as he do. You really don't want him, because when a woman takes herself out of the equation, you'll see the reality of fucking things. Like, I don't even know what will make you want to go behind a family member. Even if it's your best friend, like, what will make you want to go behind another bitch? And then what be so crazy is when the family member and the man break up with one another, y'all get together knowing that shit ain't gonna work out, or because the shit is built off of deceit or just pretenses, y'all gonna force that shit work just to prove everybody wrong. We know this lasts, but y'all gonna force this shit. Two miserable mother at this point. But like, you can't find nobody else besides your sisters, your cousin, your best friend's man? That's crazy.
Hey y'all, so I don't know if you guys have seen the video or whatever. I done did a deep dive. I done been on this thing for like 2 hours or whatever, but there's a video of this lady and she's crying and she's on the phone with her first cousin. Now, for y'all who don't know who a first cousin is, a first cousin is like your bestie, your road dog. Like, that's your closest like family member, other than like, you know, your sister or brother. So she's on the phone crying because she found out that her first cousin has been sleeping with her husband of 7 years. Now, her and her husband been together for 12, married for 7. This first cousin has been sleeping with her husband for a full year. On top of that, this cousin is pregnant. She just decorated for like a baby shower for this cousin during Easter weekend. On top of that, this woman gave her husband her entire 401k to pay off his back child support. Now he has left her for the cousin. And so I'm just sitting here in like disbelief. But the betrayal, boy, ooh, I understand the betrayal. I went through something similar years ago. Boy, that hurt. When I tell you I feel for this woman, like, oh my God, I feel for this woman so badly. But you do not empty out your savings to pay a man's back child support. If a man that you are with has back child support, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. And you emptying out your 401k, that 401k is for you. That's for your security, for you to be able to retire and live off of. And you emptied it out for him to pay back child support for adult children, not children, like not children. These are adult children that he owes back child support on. She emptied out the 401k and gave it to him. And he cleaned out her savings and then left her for this cousin. Y'all, when I tell you I would be crashing, oh, I'm talking about I would be doing everything in my power to make him and her my next co-star in an episode of Snap. Don't play with me. Bruh, some men out here ain't. And women, cause first cousin, and the way the cousin is on the phone, and she don't give it. You could tell she don't give a damn. It's so messed up, y'all.
The fact that he had unpaid child support was a red flag. How did it even get to the conversation of you emptying out your 401k to help him with his child support? Child, and not to mention the 30% penalty the IRS gonna hit her ass. She ain't seen Nathaniel yet. I'm really done blaming these men. These women gotta be held accountable. Sometimes I be wishing I was a man because I can't compete with shit like this. Then to put the cherry on top, he cheating on you with your first cousin. Yeah, I would have made it the first 48. Then you got tears running down your face like the Hillsborough River, asking her, why you? This gotta be the first man to ever pay her any attention, because ain't no way. Then got the nerve to set up a GoFundMe account. I'm not giving you a dime for him to beg and plead you back and you give him my money. Baby, ain't that much love in the world. Because if he can't stand up and get a job for his own child, what makes you think he gonna care anything about you?
Let me tell y'all something. I done ran across a video where a girl done gave her 401k to a dude to help him pay off his child support. And what's so sad about it is they've been together 12 years. So if they've been together 12 years, you would have thought that he was solid. They've been married over 7 years. You would have thought that they were a team and she possibly was trying to he probably was getting check garnished. That money could just go and come into the house. I just cannot see how anybody that's a real partner probably wouldn't do that for their husband. 12 years? We in this shit. We locked in. We a dozen. Over a century. At this point, your life being easier makes my life easier. So if I had the resources to help you, I would want to make your life easier. But god dang, you can't even help her out. Then he went and cheated on her with her cousin over a year. And the part about it is, he over there sending the cousin thousands of dollars when they in the house trying to make ends meet. This right here is when you help a man. That is the biggest 50-50 gamble you will ever make in life. You're better off playing the Powerball. Cause sis, been there, done that, hit the nail on the head, all about it, trying to help a man. Cause the moment they think that they came up, they finna turn on you. They gonna turn on you. You gonna be looking like a doofy. You was a goofy. Yep, you was a goofy. You was a goofy. Gave him your money. Now he playing you, sleeping with honeys. You was a goofy. Yep. And so that's all I gotta say. I know she felt like she was holding her husband down, because I know if something like that happened in my household, I would have did similar things just because I am a team player mentally. But it's gonna be some hell to pay. I probably would have put it in the paperwork. I would have put that on a loan. Okay, boom. This is what you could do. If you think you finna do something like that, you need to go ahead and do a loan, or you need to get some paperwork. I don't care if you married or not. Get some outside paperwork. Do loans within the marriage. You kind of see what I'm saying? So you could recoup that money back some way, shape, form, or fashion, maybe legally. But I'm here to tell you right now, she felt like, I guarantee she felt like she was doing that for her family and for her husband, and standing behind her husband of 12 years. I promise you, dang, I hate that for Charlotte. But I'm telling you, when you do something for a man, you need to think about it. Like my granddaddy said, don't lend no money you can't afford not to get back. You need to have that same thought process. And I honestly don't think I want to say, I hope you don't do stuff for men, because it'll scar you. But charge them. If they want you to do something for them, charge them. If they want you to fill out a job application, charge them. If they want you to do their resume, charge them. Because when these dudes be mean girls, 9 times out of 10, that be the first thing they want them to do. Help me get on. Show me how to get this. Charge them. Charge them. So that way, when they do switch up, you at least got what you felt like you was worth out of. Charge them. If you're going to give them a discount, write on the invoice 3% discount for TLC. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But charge them. Charge them. And that way, whenever you do something, don't give no money. If you give money, you lend it, you make sure that it be documented, all that kind of stuff. But if you're going to do any task for a dude, charge them. And that way you'll know if they serious about doing it. And that way you'll feel like you got your value. Yeah, stop doing this stuff for these dudes for free. Y'all meet these dudes and y'all all of a sudden become their secretaries and their assistants, and you calling and trying to figure this out, and you calling trying to find somebody to do this for him, a vendor for this, and you just taking on his event and you become a free worker, this, that, and the third. Baby, stop. Stop. Play your part. Charge him. He wants you to call people around and do it. Charge him per hour.